That's the biggest difference here. So take a moment right now, and this is how you know if you're rich or poor. If you stop working today, how long do you survive? You know, if the reason I don't need a retirement plan is very simply because whether I work or not, that money comes in every single month. My wife comes up here, she'll tell you every year she and I get together and we talk about what assets we're going to acquire. What most poor middle class people, oh, I think I'm going to buy a bigger house. I want to buy a new Toyota. And every month it goes out. Does that make sense, you guys here? The other thing too is when you look at why are most people poor, number one, expense. Taxes. Number two, debt. Inflation. Retirement plan. That's why the middle class is getting wiped out today. All right? So that's basic definitions. Assets versus liabilities. When I was flunking out of school, my rich dad pulled me aside. He says, you better shape up. You better get your grades up. I said, I can do that. I just had to settle down. He says, well, I'll give you one big hint. He says, when you graduate from school, your banker will never ask you for your report card. Your banker will never ask you if you had good grades. Your banker will never ask you what school you went to. The banker will never ask you what grade point average you have. The banker's going to ask you for one thing. They want to see your financials. If you don't have a financial statement, which most people don't, then you'll fill out a credit app. The moment you fill out a credit app, they know they got you. That's why they make it so easy to buy a house, a car, and all this other garbage over here. Because it keeps the poor and middle class poor. Because every single month, that money goes out. Every single month. The reason there's people in financial trouble today is because when they lost their job, they still had those expenses and they still had those expenses. What you have an opportunity to do by working with Lifemax is actually start to build a business. And you're going to find out on the next line of it over here is that taxes. You will make more money and pay less taxes if you understand this, if you're in this business. If you're not in this business and you go back to school and you get a high-paying job, you'll just pay more taxes. And Obama's going to raise them, so is Linda Lingle. Everybody has to raise taxes because we're crashing right now. How many people have seen taxes start to go up? And it'll keep going up, sports fans, because we've got to pay for the debt. And that's why I said the Fed and the IRS were formed at the same time. They had to find a way to tax us. I'm not saying it's good or bad because the tax money comes to me. Like I said, there's always two sides of it. Am I making any sense here? That's why it's about financial education. You're in the right place at the right time because you're actually working to build a business. Okay? Take a moment and discuss that. That's what your partner's for. I'll give you 1 minute. Ready, go.